I see you clicked on this video because you're probably interested in the lamp, but before I show you it, let me spin you a tale of why I needed the lamp. It all started yesterday. I was enjoying my evening coloring session a little later than I usually do. Soon I realized the sun was setting. My heart pounding, my hands shaking. I frantically tried to finish my coloring page before the darkness comes. Then it happened. I color outside of the lines. I hate when I color outside the lines. God, motherfucker. So that's why I needed the lamp. Okay, so I think future me just got done telling you why I needed the lamp, but I don't have the whole thing designed yet. All I know is I want it to mount to the wall, and I want to be able to adjust how far it hangs over my desk. I did find this mechanism from Engineezy's channel that I think is going to be really cool to use. Here, let me show you.
This was the scissor mechanism from the BotherBot, but with the pins and C-clamps, this thing is solid.
So I made my own, but before I turn this into a lamp, there's something cool that this can do that I want to show you that you probably wouldn't have expected. I'm going to make a few adjustments to our scissor mechanism so we get something that looks like this. And then if I go ahead and scale it up and add a few other components, we're going to get something that's called a pantograph. Pantographs are really cool because they take whatever you draw at one location and make a scaled copy of it at the other location. They were used a lot in the past for engineering drawings, but instead I'm drawing a biblically accurate representation of me and my dad because it's been about 20 years since he left to go get milk from the store. Where'd you go, Dad? Anyway, that's a pantograph. You know what a pantograph isn't? It's not a fucking lamp, and I promised you a lamp, and that's what you're gonna get, even if I have to drag you back to the 80s. I told you, we're going back to the 80s. We're blasting back to the past to get some design inspo. We're back in 1984, and the first untethered spacewalk is taking place. It's fucking crazy. Technology and the internet are developing at a rapid pace, but it hasn't hit the home of the consumer yet. Then Apple shocked the world with the release of the first Macintosh. The LSD-fueled love child of this guy, Steve. The design of the Macintosh is boxy, includes chamfered edges, sleek accents, and don't forget about that sweet, sweet beige. Now that we've explored some of the inspo, let me show you some of my designs. So there's three main sections that I need to design: the base, arm, and the hood, and some other details that I can work out later. But I'm gonna put you right here while I design this out. Okay, so I got the first iteration done. But there's a few issues. A major issue is that it looks great in the contracted position. The second I pull it out, it goes limper than my grandpa at the old folks' home. One way that I can get around that is by adding more friction to the bolt that is located here.
You stupid!
12 whole days have passed since we last checked in on Randy. Let's see if he's killed himself yet trying to make his dinky lamp work. No, I haven't, because it's working great. I added these larger bolts, but they're way too long. I forgot to take measurements before I left for the store. So I turned it into a handle, but another issue is the light bulb's a little too long. So I cut off the diffuser and made my own. I also had to find a way to get around the extreme warping I was seeing on my 3D prints. So I added anchor points to the corners and cut them off. Hey, shh. I know you hate it when I interrupt you in your snack zone, but I just wanted to let you know that the lamp is done. I just need to put a sweet paint job in that bad boy. It's gonna look great. Okay, good night. Yeah, the paint job sucks. It's hard to tell, but there's a paint job on here, and it looks very smooth until you actually turn on the light. But the second you turn it on, you're gonna notice something. Oh, what's that? Who would have thought spray painting a 3D print would leave spray marks all over it? Who would have thought that? Not me, obviously. And just so you can see, here's what a non-painted side looks like. So that's my update. I'm gonna have to figure something out. We'll see how this works out.
Dear Randy, 20 years in the milk line really changes a person. You don't want to know things I've done to survive. I heard about your lamp troubles, so I sent a slightly yellowed spool of filament. Use it sparingly. I also sent a prototype for a new scissor mechanism. I mean, did you really think that first design was good? Anyway, good luck.
Let me show you why the design needed to change. To stop the lamp from falling when pulled out, I had to really tighten the bolt to get enough friction to stop it from falling down, but that left the lamp nearly impossible to push back in, trapping me in a frustrating balancing act between fluid motion and stability, and that's why I changed the design. So that was the issue with the original model, but now that I updated the design to better match Engineezy's original design, we can now put together the final version of the lamp, in what I'm calling the Macin lamp. Okay, never mind. I'm just putting together the lamp. So there we have it. The project is complete, and now I can color in peace, even when the sun has set. Nothing to worry about here, because I will never draw outside of the lines again. I mean, how could I draw outside of the lines? I have a light source now, and there's no other reason I would ever draw outside of the lines unless I...